Pull off any interstate in America, and you'll see it. A neon vacancy sign, a row of doors, and a name on the business license that has dominated the landscape for 80 years. Patel. In the United States, one ethnic group, originating from a single state in India, owns nearly 60% of all hotels. Even more staggering, 80% of all economy motels are owned by families from the Gujarati community. This isn't just an immigrant success story. It is a masterclass in macroeconomic positioning and kinship capital. The empire didn't start with wealth. It started with a geopolitical vacuum. In 1942, Executive Order 9066 forced Japanese Americans into internment camps, leaving their small hotels abandoned. Kanji Manchu Desai, a Gujarati immigrant, saw the first opening. He realized a hotel provided the two things every immigrant needs: a steady cash flow and a place to live. The second-order consequence of this move was the creation of a blueprint. By the 1970s, the U.S. was hit by the Great Inflation and an oil crisis. Road travel cratered. While American owners fled the dying motel industry, the Gujarati community moved in. They didn't see a failing business. They saw undervalued real estate with built-in utility. How did they fund it without U.S. credit scores? They bypassed the central banking system entirely. Through the Handshake Loan, cousins lent to cousins, and villages pooled resources. It was decentralized venture capital, interest-free, contract-free, and based entirely on social incentive. If you failed, you shamed your lineage. If you succeeded, you funded the next relative. Their competitive advantage was a brutal efficiency in labor. In a traditional hotel, labor is the largest overhead. In a Patel Motel, the family is the labor. By living in a suite behind the front desk, they reduced operating costs to near zero. They could offer a room for $20 that a corporate chain couldn't provide for less than $40. This wasn't just hard work. It was a structural undercut of the entire American hospitality market. The strategy has since scaled vertically. The children who grew up doing homework behind those motel counters are now the CEOs of multi-billion-dollar REITs. They have transitioned from $40 a night roadside stops to owning flagship Hiltons, Marriotts, and Hyatts. The Asian American Hotel Owners Association now controls over $900 billion in property value. The Patel Motel phenomenon proves that when capital flows are combined with tight kinship incentives, you don't just participate in a market, you own it. They turned the most fragmented industry in America into a consolidated ethnic niche that is now too big to fail. Follow MacroDecoded TV.